I used to hear this all the time, which is, sales sells and then throws something over the fence for customer success and support. And there's a big misalignment in expectations and all of that. And so it's really important that companies think about how to get teams on the same page, on the same team, really, when they have different metrics. So strategy one is to create shared pain points. One that I used to hear a lot in customer success was, customers who weren't great fits were being signed, and they would come over to customer service and realize that it wasn't a great experience because it wasn't the right fit for them. And something that worked really well is to have a shared experience around servicing and supporting these customers for the first couple of months while they're onboarding. So activation was really the moment, successful activation was really the moment where sales could celebrate. It wasn't signing the deal, it was getting them to as real customers that mattered. And once that sort of shared pain point of driving activation and servicing them was created, it became much more apparent to people who did not typically have that responsibility why they were a poor fit. Strategy number two is to design win-win metrics. Win-win metrics are metrics that work for both teams, both sides or all teams. And so I'll give you an example. Instead, which I just talked about, instead of just having, say, revenue at point of sale count, it's actually revenue at the time of activation that counts, or revenue after the 12-month period that counts, because customers who stay are really the ones that are driving ARR for your company. Now, once the win-win metric is really aligned and agreed upon, what ends up happening is the way that people make decisions gets focused on that metric. So no longer are people looking for deals just to sign for the last day of the quarter. They're looking for people that can fill a pipeline and drive retention, renewal, growth, and expansion over time, because those are the metrics that are being rewarded. The third strategy is extremely important, and I would recommend this happen across the entire organization, and that is to create shared experience. Empathy only comes from understanding what is happening to a person that is sitting in that seat. So product sits on sales calls, engineering sits on customer support calls, customer support helps, be a pitch assistant for a day, or an SDR. And, having teams really kind of collaborate with each other builds a level of empathy that supports having win-win metrics, that supports having shared goals and shared experiences in a way that I think, is so worth the investment, because now everybody has a more holistic view. And instead of just saying, swim in your lane and I'll swim in my lane, people clearly understand the impact that their decisions have on the customer, on the rest of the organization, and on the health of the business. And those are the types of employees that you want to keep around and grow and develop into future leaders. So here's the ask for you. As you think about your company, what would be a potential shared win-win metric that you could propose to your leadership?